I think biennales have a decisive influence in architectural production today, in the sense that they're the primary medium of debate, as sadly like paper publishing has declined. You know, it's these events where we all meet as a culture, and I think some are better than others, but Venice is still the place where we can genuinely meet together as a world of architecture, or at least let's say a Western inflected world of architecture, and have a conversation about what the discipline is. I think that's too rare. Like in Sweden where I'm from, that's very rare, so we benefit from this discussion, I think. It's difficult to talk about biennales influencing my own work when I worked so deeply with David Chipperfield in 2012 on the Venice Biennale as the head of his curatorial team. And that experience has defined my career ever since, in the sense that it was my first major exhibition, and since then I've worked in museums and working further with this logic. What's so thrilling about being a curator of a biennale and working in this context is the bodies in the room. You know, people turn up, you hear them talk, they can talk to you live about a piece of work. It's not the same as, it's very different from being a critic, from putting a text out into the world. And I love that relationship. It's very powerful. And also in an exhibition, the public are on the same hierarchy as the critic. You know, there's something very democratic about a live situation, and that's what I love with it. For us, we use the theme of free space as an opportunity to look in a new way at a historical collection that's in my museum's collection in Stockholm. So Arcdes holds the collection of Sigurd Leverentz, the great Swedish architect, and we are currently working on a long-term project of collections research about his work. And we took the Free Space Manifesto to look at three very precise moments in the history of his work. Three freestanding canopies outside three religious buildings, which for us create a space in between the landscape and the interior, in between ritual and public life. You know, these extraordinary moments, all concentrated into apparently extraneous structures. And you know, we've modeled those at large scale in this room. We've photographed them with a very brilliant photographer, Mikael Olsson. Our architect collaborator, Petra Gipp, has done a great job, and then works from our collection. So it's in a way, Free Space, we've engaged with the manifesto as content. We've also used it as an opportunity to look at architectural history in a new way. I mean, if we were to sum up all of our contemporary concerns, they're very large and very broad. It would be very hard to make an exhibition about all of them. And I've appreciated the opportunity in this show to really focus in on a particular experience of particular buildings in a particular context. Petra Gipp's models, I think, are a powerful experience, and I think through these precise examples we can understand architecture's role in society as a place of ritual, of the important moments in our life. In this case, mostly about burial and death. Those are profound moments. I think recent biennales have taken on bigger societal context for architecture, and I value those too. A lot of the work I'm doing in Stockholm is very rooted in trying to understand the city as a social topography, as a changing thing, socially, politically. But here we thought, this is Venice, let's take the opportunity to really focus in on a spatial architectural concern just this once, and I'm kind of really pleased we did.